name is Bertram. I've been a pastor for 21 years, but of the 21 years, the last 13 was as a clergyman or a priest, a reverend, so to speak.
What is the significance of CCK to you?
The significance of CCK lies a lot in its identity. It is in a position to provide comfort and a safe space to not just the students, but also to the staff and to the parents, because no student is an island, no student is a silo, but the student is part of an intricate web of relationships.
Especially when it comes to nurturing students, it's not only the teacher and the students, it's the parents, it's the community with the church and all.
Yes, this is tied into our vision for this space as well. If you would step outside, you will find that our verse is, "And this house shall be a house of prayer for the nations." This is from Isaiah chapter 56 verse 7. We understand that nations is not just ethnic groups. Nations also refer to different age bands. So other than the Sunday services, the weekend services, our dream is that this will be a safe space for staff and students to come in during the school hours to pray in peace and in solace. So on one hand, we want everybody who steps in here to be under no illusion whatsoever that first and foremost, this space is used to worship God. Having said that, anything that's related to worship God, which may not be immediately and visibly similar, can still happen.
Maybe that's why you asked us to design this space to put all the pews back into the cabinets, utilize this space for activities.
So supposing if I want to have a children's camp, you won't expect them to sit down lecture style. That's why we arrange for the pews to be movable. Maybe you might want to remove the pews and have them sit on the floor in cushions, but worship of God still happens. So it still fulfills its function, and the aesthetics of the chapel conveys to people that, this is a worship space. You will notice, for instance, the height between the stage and the floor is 3 steps, which reflects in one of the central tenets of Christianity, which is faith in the Trinity, the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
I see. We didn't know that. And the baptism pool as well.
For us, baptism is a very integral part of our Christian identity. It is the first step in which a person renounces his old ways and makes a proclamation publicly to follow Christ. Which is why the baptism pool was integrated into part of the stage. And Studio Norm and LFA have done a very good job in covering the baptism pool when it's not in use. So it becomes part of the stage, but when needed, we can remove the planks. We always say, right, necessity is the mother of invention, right? So in this case, limitation became the ingredient for creativity. We didn't have much space to begin with. And to that end, I'm very grateful to Studio Norm and LFA, because the quality of your thought processes in going into the design conveys attention to detail, which we don't find very common. We hope that we will fulfill the high ideals of this space